the question comes, should you really hate a rival? I mean, it's such a mean, nasty word. But in the case of clean, old-fashioned hate, there's really no other choice. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets offense will have the football first. If you just can't get enough football, well, Georgia Tech was the one for you last year. Between the hedges, they went 8 overtimes before the Dogs finally prevailed. So are you guys ready to go another 8 extra rounds this time?
Absolutely not. I got a plane to catch. But I tell you what, it was one of the most exciting games in all of college football. And Tech with the huge lead early, all the momentum swings, and Palmer obviously in the booth.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Coming into the game, the defense talked about, man, they really wanted to get to this quarterback. Well, it didn't take long. 2 plays in, they get to him, and they get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. So Georgia's offense will get the ball for the first time. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make certain...
Breaks into the open. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Back in motion. Try to clear the picture. To the air. It's Benedict. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes the grab.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he's sitting.
And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollack, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like the Honey Badger before the Honey Badger, but playing D-line. All-time.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They go to the ground. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Benedict. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Georgia sent out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he makes the catch. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Quarterback on the keeper. And the 45 on his way. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on 1st down. Picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. The Ramblin' Wreck and the Dogs have been fighting it out for a long time. You know, people forget Georgia Tech is a charter member of the SEC. That was a long time ago. First meeting back in 1893.
Yeah, and reportedly they wanted to join the SEC later, and Georgia said no. But how about this? Tech has a line devoted to Georgia in their fight song about how much they hate them. So that gives you an idea of how deep the hate is.
Fires to the tight end. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Punt is in the air on 4th down. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Here's the handoff. There he goes. Goes out of bounds at the 25, and that's the way to get it out of your own end. call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. To the air on 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Kick is in the air. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off play action. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Makes the catch. It's Powell. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Finds a little space. Turning it on. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Right on the money. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
And the Yellow Jackets look to keep this drive humming. Off the RPO, complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Here's a Heat. Finds his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. Bringing the heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the 1st half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Back to throw, it's Benedict. A little bit of feet. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Over to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
What a throw on first down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
He'll try it again. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Dogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the run. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your buddies.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. We've had some early scores. They got the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Handoff from the gun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. The inside handoff. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Maybe just a shade out of their field goal range, so they'll lead the offense out there on fourth down. Shoots it to the left. Makes the catch. Converts on fourth down. Is still on his feet. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one, and you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that fourth down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him, and they keep the drive alive.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. And the Yellow Jackets, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. A first down run in the red zone. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. The give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. A third and goal, and this defense feeling the Sneak scores it.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. An 84-yard drive there. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Motion from the wideout. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. So now it's second and long. Looking to throw, it's Benedict. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it on the outside. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Bulldogs in the hurry-up. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Fires to the right. His man. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Running the read option left to start the drive. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. On the run, it's Connors. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Fires to the middle. It's caught. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already going back and forth, and they have a 3. Breaks into the open. And he has it down to the 25-yard line. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Georgia going up tempo. Back to throw. It's Benedict. Makes the grab.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Give to the running back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Might as well give it to him again. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's got the tight end. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He'll sneak it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. On the run, it's Connors. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And the Yellow Jackets will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Here's a return from midfield. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Benedict. Fires to the big fella. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The give to the back. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Hunt is on its way. And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole. Rides the back on the option to give. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Back to pass on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Connors.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll signal for and make the fair catch right around midfield. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Looking for a man. It's Benedict. Gets it to the back. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. And now this offense will take the field again. Using his legs, it's Morris. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to sling it on 2nd down. He's got him. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. On the move. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab down the middle. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Sees the shoulders turn and goes right. And he's hit and taken down behind the line of scrimmage. The Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Leaves it with the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And I really don't understand the play call. Palmer, like 3rd and long, and they're not trusting their quarterback. Does this say something about their quarterback moving forward? We'll get to that as the game progresses. But, man, I just think you got to trust your quarterback, and you got to pass the football on 3rd and long.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Benedict. Setting up the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. The play action fake. Looking down the middle. Makes the catch. It's Unga. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. To the ground with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The RPO is complete. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Georgia. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be quick and early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something.
And the Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Turning it on. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off the play fake. Throwing right. What a job to lay out and make the catch. He is having a day, even increasing his degree of difficulty just to show off.
I mean, just laying out. He's given you a little bit of everything today of what he's been able to do, but I'm going to continue to highlight this guy. I mean, he just keeps making play after play, and those stats are working their way up.
Here comes the heat. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
And the Yellow Jackets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Try to barge their way in. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Quick strike through the air for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost the race.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give from the gun. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. And the Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Benedict. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but the sweet pull and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
There's the pressure. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Haven't seen a lot of that in this game so far. This offense has been clicking on all cylinders, lighting up the scoreboard, high level of execution. They were looking good on this drive until that play right there. And finally, the defense is able to make something positive happen from themselves on a critical 3rd down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Wanting to move the chains, here comes Georgia on 4th down. He'll run for it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Motion from the back. He'll start this drive firing. Got his man on the right. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. From the gun, the ground game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Read option, and he'll keep it going left. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Punga. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Bulldogs want to crank the tempo. Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic throwing the football down the field.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Quarterback empties his backfield. Dropping back, it's Benedict. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Second down, he'll throw it. Pulls it in, it's Punga. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. It'll be 3rd and long. They've got the screen set up. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Punga. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Finds his big tight end. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. He'll go to the sneak. Scores on the sneak.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Right down the middle. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Yellow Jackets are on the move. Off play action on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Powell. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Looking for space. It's Connors. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Rides the back and leaves it. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Yellow Jackets pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. He'll keep it himself. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They go 83 yards on the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Benedict. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI.
Pass interference. Offense.
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, obviously trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference on that play.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. The snap sets up the throw. Trying to bull his way in. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. He'll do it himself. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got fourth down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Bulldogs backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimum gain.
Pocket breaking down. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Governor's Cup is on the line, and already the Dogs and Ramblin' Wreck have given us some impressive moments. These quarterbacks have been wheeling and dealing. A little bit of everything through 2 quarters. Exactly what we expected all week, if not even exceeding those lofty expectations. Feels like the defense that can at least contain one of these dual threats is going to be celebrating a hard-fought victory, although easier said than done. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the duel between Georgia and Georgia Tech plays out.
And the Yellow Jackets will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game. Oh, he's got some space. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Benedict. A strike downfield. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Returns it all the way back to the 23-yard line, and the defense gets a turnover.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments. You talk about, we've seen him do this, we've seen him do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You could tell they knew what was coming, did a great job defensively, forced an interception right out the gates to start the second half.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They moved the football well in the last drive, but man, that 4th down and failing to convert there has to sting. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, giving 1. The Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Makes the catch. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. New set of downs after the completion.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the grab.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have...
Deep shot for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Got the first down. Looking for more.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know, the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
And the Dogs in a good spot here with second and short. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. They'll run the sneak for it. And the Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The give to the back. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. The Dogs come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Scanning the field, it's Benedict. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again, this time a 45-yarder. Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner goes down. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. Gives it on the option. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Now on second and short after the first down completion. Off play action. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's loose. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Quarterback on the keeper. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Benedict. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Quick release by the QB. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. To the air, it's Benedict. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Running back searching for a hole. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Morris. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Flips it out on the screen. Right midfield, he's got room. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Bulldogs are in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Benedict. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Just keeps slinging it. Got his man on the outside. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. On the move, it's Morris. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Powell. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. There he goes. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Punts it out of the air. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll pull it on the read. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside. Defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
They'll try to run it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the D denied him on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Connors. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even sneak it into the end zone.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. They took it 64 yards right down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for a 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Benedict. He's got his man. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Gets it to him on the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Leaves it with the running back. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a little more room to operate. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. from the gun, wants to pass. And they wanted it all. And so the Ramblin' Wreck make it all the way to the finish line as Georgia Tech takes this edition of Clean Old-Fashioned Hate. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
it.